Good morning, people. How we doing? So while the weather's good, thought I'd do a nice stroll to the gym. First session for this week. Get back into it. As you may have seen, it was my birthday over the weekend. It's a very nice time with my partner, sport me rotten, and the family, just enjoying the weather and the festivities. But now is the road to recovery. After the summer, now it's focused to see the rest of this year and fully focus on getting back to where we want to be. So in a minute I will show you what we are dealing with when we get to the gym, and the first step begins today. So as you can see, this is my current push day workout. You start with the big compound bench press. We're doing a 5x5 model here, starting with the 10 kilos on either side. This is a 20, I think this is the lighter bar I used today, so that's the 15 kilo bar, I believe. So as your first set, nicely warmed up with 10 kg. Second set, you get this progressive progress going, so we're loading up another 10 on each side to put the 20s on. Bench press has been a work in progress. When I first started training, it was an area I did technically wrong, so my range of motion and my delts really suffer back in the day. So it's nice to strip it back down, take the time and progress, really squeeze those shoulder blades as I lay down and get that press to the chest. My 1 RM on bench press was 100 kilos. So it's just building up to get a nice easy number. So as you can see, here's the 5 with the 20 on either side. And then, so we'll do 2 sets on the 20. And then the final 2 sets will be with 25 kg either side. So building up to that 50, 65. So it's up to that 65, 70 kilo range, which at the moment is where I'm feeling it. Roughly, obviously, hopefully we can progress after Christmas in the new year, progress those numbers up, so it's an easy 75, 80 kilos. At the moment, I'm only weighing in about 88 kilos, so to be pushing 60, 70 kilos on a bench press, especially with the lack of training the majority of the year, I'm very happy with those weights. But like everything, it's that regression and that pause and that rebuild to where we were back then. So before we forget, guys, remember, if you enjoy what you're seeing today, I'm going to see more. Drop a comment below to let us know, and subscribe to the channel. I'll drop a link to the Instagram and Facebook accounts as well if you want to head over there and that's your preferred choice. Your support would really help grow this channel, to show what you guys are like and showing that you're interested in seeing what I've got to put out, and that support would really help us grow this channel into something that I can see it becoming in the future. But it's all about you guys helping us achieve that and get there. I see from that, it's 2 5x5 sets, bench and deadlift. Deadlift I haven't done for quite a while, hence the lightweight and the belt. The technique isn't great. Deadlift is never something I've been really good at, just working and building up the momentum, but no, that felt good. It's 22 sets at 25 kilo either side, plus bars. Use a bench as a bit of a buffer, just help with that taking push off the bench, so it's that drive with the legs, but very good. So now is to more accessory work. So the second part of this workout is the accessory work, starting with the pyramid shoulder press. Now I usually do this with 3 weights, but for some reason this week I decided to do 4, go 10, 12, 14, 16 kg rep range going from 12 to 6. So 12, 10, 8, 6 reps. Pause it between, then back on the heavyweight and repeat circuit backwards. So you go from heavyweight to lightweight. Absolute killer on the shoulders. I definitely should have taken more rest and prep shoulders, but with the injuries I'm carrying on my shoulder mobility, this is a really tough exercise for me to really push through and make it through to the end, as you can see. Last but not least, last exercise of the day is 21s, but with the push-up variation rather than the biceps. So using the edge of the bench, you do 7 high tricep push-ups onto the floor for 7 normal press-ups, back to the bench for the triceps. Pause, second set, you'll see I flip it. So you go floor, bench, floor. Again, like shoulder press, this is an absolute killer. I think the technique isn't the best, especially on the floor ones. But again, by this point, your shoulders are ruined and it's just taking everything out of you to get the thing. The main thing is the hand placement. You see me taking the time to set my hands, spread the fingers, spread the weight so it's not all through your wrist, and you're coming down and getting a real big push through the tricep to push you back up. Is the session done? Like I said, at the moment, I'm down to a 2-day split, so push-pull split. I don't know most people if you do push-pull legs, but I incorporate legs into both of those workouts. So it's a 2-day split of push-pull, just pushing boundaries and testing limits, slowly getting back into it. But no, that was a really good session. Absolute blitz my shoulders. So cheeky little René bar now. A little trip into town for some shopping, and then back home for some lunch, restock, because I am hungry. So moving on from the bench and seat deadlift, I go on to the shoulder pyramid. It's a nice little mix up I like to do every now and then. 3 weights, so you do or 3 sets, 12, 10, and 8 reps, starting with a. Oh no, I did 4 reps on this set. Yeah, 15, 12, 10, 8, starting with the 10 kg, so you go 10, 12, 14, 16 kg as your weight goes up as your reps come down. Again, this is tough for me. I'm trying to mix it up as well. Hit that front deltoid and hit a parallel grip to start with, and then twist at the top. So it's similar to a Arnold press, but with instead of bringing it all the way down to the chest, you bring it just to the shoulder and just get the half press, but the rotation in there as well. It really hits a lot the shoulder, the rotator cuff, the deltoids. Absolutely blast the shoulders, especially after bench and the deadlift. This is really feeling it, and you'll see even on the way down, going to 4 weights was probably not the best thing to do. Since doing this, I have then dropped it to a 3 weight pyramid, which I'm finding a lot easier. But it was just me trying to be me get back into the shoulders and really give them a good workout. finish off the session was a nice little cheeky 21. So you start with tricep push-ups on the bench for 7 reps, drop it straight down to the floor for 7 on the floor, and then you'll see ping straight back to the bench, for the last 7. Yes, I know most people are going to see this and check my technique and say, oh, you're not going all the way down and really get. Yes, I realise after watching that it did, but then trust me, feeling it, you really feel this through your triceps, and it is an absolute killer on the back of your arms because of the grip that you have on the bench. Kills your triceps, but it's a good finisher. That's why we like it. And then for the second set, all we do here is just reverse it. So we go floor, bench, floor to really annihilate your shoulders. And as a finish, it's good. I see by this point, I'm barely touching the floor. It felt like I was hitting the floor, but that push-up is killer. My shoulders at this point were gone. My triceps were burning. Biceps were burning. And it's just killer. Absolute killer.